Hey, Tim, a question coming in about the generations. And I don't know of anybody that understands generational differences better than you do. You've written many books on it. Um, Give us the span. What do we need to know about different generations? What's it
Yeah.
looking like today?
Well, for the first time in modern history, we're living at a time where there are seven distinct sociological generations. So that's a wide span. People are
Hmm.
living into their 90s and mamas are still having babies. So I think it's key because generations can grow up with a fundamentally different childhood. Your
Hmm.
boys had a different childhood than you had. My kids had a
Yeah.
different one than I had. So it's very key, I think, that we understand not just the generalities of young people today, kids today, but we understand, okay, Gen Z and the alphas who are even younger than Gen Z, here's what they need from me. And
Yeah.
here's how I can better lead them because I understand them.
Walk through it real quick with us. Start with the alphas are the little ones right now,
Yes. Yeah. They
correct?
would be the
Walk
youngest.
through the generations, the
Okay.
seven.
So the alpha generation were the youngest children that we're measuring today, and they're in elementary school and younger. And then you have Generation Z, so they would be middle school, high school, and college. And their mental health issues are gigantic. We all have come to know that. Then you have the millennials who are no longer in school anymore unless they're delayed. They're young professionals. And then you have the Gen Xers. They were first called baby busters because the first year of their generation's existence was the public introduction of the birth control pill. So it was a bust,
Hmm.
not a boom, which
Wow.
which is the generation that came before them, the baby boomers. And they were called
Yeah.
boomers because 9 months after World War II was over, the soldiers came home and the the hospitals filled up. Maternity ward, 76.4 million people born in that baby boom. And now
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
one of them, we're retiring at 10,000 a day. But then you have the
Yeah.
builder generation. That would be my mom and dad's generation. They were called builders because they built so much out of so little. They grew up during the Great Depression and World War II, resourceful, frugal, and save the wrapping paper at Christmas. We'll use it next year. That was a mantra for my dad. And then the senior generation, that would be my Uncle Gene and Aunt Wanda, both in their 90s. And so they would be the
Yeah.
ones that are far past retirement. And it's just amazing they're living that long. But he still drives a Winnebago, and it scares me every time he does. So that would be the seven generations that are alive right now.
It's so helpful to kind of step back and just survey these generations that we see. And if you're a parent, you may have a couple of different
Yeah.
generations that you're raising right now, and those would be what? What would be the two most common?
Well, the two most common, if they're in the home, would be the alphas and Gen Z. But I talk to
Yeah.
parents all the time. They go, I got a millennial, I got a Gen Zer, then I got an alpha because they had five or
Yeah.
six children. And they're saying, oh my gosh, they're so different. And it's because
Yeah.
they grew up in different iterations of social media. One
Yeah.
grew up with a cell phone, the other grew up with a smartphone, which was a game changer. So
Yeah.
I think it's important for moms and dads to play chess, not checkers, with their kids. In checkers,
Yeah.
all your pieces look alike. You treat them all alike. When you play chess, you got to know what each piece is all about. That's what we got to do as moms and
I
dads, I think.
love that. Great analogy. Well, people can learn more about the generations in your resources right here at Loveology to go to your expert page. And Tim, thanks as always for your help.
Thanks, Les.